"Till it's fine," Stu repeated softly. "Mr. John, there anything else we should be getting for Sam and all? At Cohen's or anything?" It was obvious Stu wanted to head to Cohen's Stock and Staple, the biggest and only general store in town. Years ago, Moses Cohen had been peddling tools and other goods from a horse and sled in the early spring when a late blizzard caught him by surprise. Blinded by the wind and snow, he lost his way, and night soon engulfed him. Lighting a lamp proved impossible, and without knowing it, he mistook the edge of the smooth, frozen lake for a snow-covered road. He realized his mistake too late and fell through the thin spring ice, sled, horse, and all. Lucky for him, he was only 100 yards or so from the logging camp. Above the storm was a full moon, and the keen ears of the Jacks heard his crackle through the ice and cries for help. Still in the dark of the storm, he found himself, his horse, and even his sled hoisted from the water and onto shore. Most of his wares were even dredged up and tossed back on his sled. It wasn't until he was sitting on the lumber camp among the jackwolves, with the oil lamps and open fire casting their light, that he realized he'd been rescued by a most beastly sort. Maybe it was from being on the brink of death, but Cohen showed only gratitude that night, offering anything he had in his sled as payment for saving him, his horse, and his livelihood. Of course, Arthur and the Jacks would have none of it, insisting on paying him for a couple knives and much-needed soap. The next morning, as Cohen took his leave, a more human-looking Arthur asked if he could possibly get several hundred feet of chain. They needed to chain up logs in the lake and hold them fast before spring thaw was fully underway.